Kurunji Senior Secondary School, CBSE, Namakkal.
Successful result producing school in state every year.
Administered by the Board of Directors with over 35 years of experience in the teaching field.
Special attention on art, craft, music, dance, silambam, yoga, skating and karate.
Focus on Hindi Sabha and Spell Bee Olympiad exams.
Smart class for effective and innovative learning and well-furnished library.
Solitary importance on sports and games in state and national level.
WhatsApp facilities to know activities of students and school inside the campus.
NEET, JEE, IIT coaching experts from Rajasthan and Andhra Pradesh along with our effective teachers.
Admission registration for classes LKG to +2.
Kurunji Educational Institution, Kavetipatti, Namakkal. Admission in progress. CBSE, KG to 12, contact 9025895176. Metric 6 to 12, contact 9344567484. For online admission, log on to www.kurunjischoolnkl.in.
In continuation to the last class, in this class we start with example problem 10.2. After completion of that, we are going to discuss atmospheric pressure and gauge pressure. See here, first example problem. Observe carefully. What is the pressure? What is the pressure on a swimmer 10 meters below, right? So what is the swimming? We are going to swim in a well, in a lake, in a river, like that, no? In some of the situations, right? Anyhow, the swimmer, he is staying. Staying means not at rest, but he is swimming. He is swimming, right? That is. So what is the pressure on a swimmer 10 meters below the surface of a lake? 10 meters below the surface of a lake. Here, small h is equal 10 meters and rho is equal to 1000 kg per meter cube. Take small g is equal to 10 meter per second square. So these are the values they have given, no? Because it is what 10 meters below the surface of a lake, no? So that is h is equal to 10 meters and density rho is equal to 1000 kg per meter cubed. Take g is equal to 10 meter per second square. From the equation, this is what we discussed in our previous class. P is equal to Pa plus rho gh. That is equal to Pa means that is atmospheric pressure value, 1.01 into 10 to the power of 5 Pascal, plus this is density means density of water is constant value, 1000 kg per meter cube into g value 10 meter per second square. We have to take in SI unit. So in physics, while solving the numerical values in the respective physical quantities, all the physical quantities must be in one system of unit, that is SI. So it is kg per meter cube, it is meter per second square, it is meter. So if you complete this mathematical process, here it is 1.01 into 10 to the power of 5. It will be like 1000, no? So 1000, here 10 and here also 10. So it is also almost like 10 to the power of 5. And this is also almost like 10 to the power of 5. The resultant of this mathematical, mathematical values, mathematical process, the resultant of this mathematical process will give us 2.01 into 10 to the power of 5 Pascal. And we already know that 1 atmosphere is equal to 10 to the power of 5 Pascal. So that you can say 2 atmosphere, right? 2 ATM. Okay. Now, here regarding this equation, we are getting, that is from P is equal to Pa plus rho gh, we are getting pressure as 2 ATM, right? Atmospheric pressure. So 1 ATM is equal to, that is what, 10 to the power of 5 Pascal. Okay, right. So from that we are getting 2 ATM. In this problem, he is asking to find pressure on a swimmer 10 meters below the surface of a lake. You just imagine where is the person, and when he is swimming, see, when he is on the surface of water, when he is 1 meter below the surface of water, when he is 2 meters below the surface of water, pressure will be different. Why? Because pressure difference depends upon height of the water column. Otherwise you can say height of fluid column, because here it is water, he is swimming in water, but in some other cases we have to take different fluids or different liquids and different air also. That's why I am saying fluids. So pressure difference depends upon the height of the fluid column. Pressure difference depends upon the height of the fluid column and density of the fluid also. See here we have taken so we have taken the density of fluid column also and acceleration due to gravity at a given place. So when compared to the acceleration due to gravity, because acceleration due to gravity changes from place to place. At one particular place, acceleration due to gravity is not going to change. That's why here density and height. Height is a very important factor because it is generally variable when compared to the density of fluid column and height of the fluid column. Height when compared to the density of the fluid column and acceleration due to gravity, height of the fluid column is generally in most of the cases it is going to vary from point to point. That's why height is a very important factor which affects pressure difference. Here from equation P is equal to Pa plus rho GH, pressure will be 2.01 into 10 to the power of 5 Pascal, that is approximately equal to 2 atm. Okay, right. Next topic, atmospheric pressure and gauge pressure. Atmospheric pressure and gauge pressure. Okay, right. See this. See here. And before going to say this, here we have to say one more point. That is what? See, at the surface of the lake, what is the pressure generally? That is atmospheric pressure. That is 1 atm. At 10 meters below, what is the pressure? That is 2 atm. So what can we say? This is a 100% increase. This is a 100% increase in pressure from surface level. Full stop. At a depth of 1 kilometer, the increase in pressure is 100 atm. Right? So you just imagine the submarines are designed to withstand such enormous pressures. Submarines are designed to withstand such enormous pressure. Okay, you know what is submarine, right? Which is under the water, and we are using navigation purpose and some other, right, to protect water border regarding one particular country, etc. Now, next, atmospheric pressure and gauge pressure. See here, the pressure of the atmosphere at any point. The pressure of the atmosphere at any point is equal to the weight of a column of air of unit cross-sectional area extending from that point to the top of the atmosphere. The atmosphere means what? The surroundings air. Suppose if we are staying or we are living, we are standing on surface of earth, so surroundings to the earth, the atmosphere is present. That is what air molecules is present. And air is a mixture of gases, the oxygen is also present there. So for our existence, for the existence of human body, we also need oxygen. And the atmosphere is not boundless, right? There is a limit. That is the reason when we are going for space, where we have to carry one oxygen cylinder. Okay, right. The pressure of the atmosphere at any point is equal to the weight of a column of air of unit cross-sectional area extending from that point to the top of the atmosphere. Okay, right. Now, see here, regarding this atmosphere, at sea level, what is the value? It is 1.013 into 10 to the power of 5 Pascal. 1.013 into 10 to the power of 5 Pascal. Okay, right. Italian scientist, the famous scientist, right, Torricelli, devised for the first time a method for measuring atmospheric pressure. So that is what we can use a device to measure the atmospheric pressure at a given place. That's we are going to discuss now. See here, a long glass tube closed at one end and filled with mercury is inverted into a trough of mercury. Right? Trough of mercury as shown in the figure here. This device is known as mercury barometer. The space above the mercury column in the tube. Okay. The space above the mercury column in the tube contains only mercury vapor whose pressure P is so small that it may be neglected. So we are neglecting here the space, and the pressure inside the column at point A must equal to the pressure at B, which is at the same level. Pressure at B is equal to pressure at A. That is what yesterday in our previous classes we discussed regarding the Pascal's law and related information. Now we can write PA is equal to rho GH. Pressure at B is equal to atmospheric pressure PA. PA is equal to rho GH. Here rho is the density of mercury. H is the height of mercury column. H is the height of mercury column. In this experiment, it is found that the mercury column in the barometer has a height of about 76 centimeters. 76 centimeters. This is the height of the mercury column. This is the height of the mercury column. See the picture. And this height is equal to this 76 centimeters of height regarding the mercury at sea level, equivalent to 1 atmosphere. That is what 1 atm. This can also be obtained using the value of rho. That is what we have seen in equation 10.8. That is PA is equal to rho into GH. Rho into GH. Okay, right. At a pressure of equivalent to 1 millimeter. So a common way of stating pressure in terms of centimeter, or millimeter of mercury, a pressure equivalent of 1 mm is called a torr. That is what 1 torr is equal to 133 Pascal. 1 torr is equal to 133 Pascal. So what he is saying is, we are using a mercury as a fluid to determine or to measure pressure at a given place. So that is the reason here we used mercury in this one end U-shaped tube here in this mercury barometer. And after completion of that, I want to say one more point which is not available here. See, we are not only using mercury in case of barometer. We can also use water. We can also use alcohol. But why we are not using water and alcohol when compared to the mercury means, mercury density is high. That is what 13,600, right? 13,600 kg per meter cubed. Whereas the density of water is only 1000 kg per meter cubed. You can use water also. Then this height of the tube will become too high. Then for carrying purpose from one place to another place, and while measuring handling purpose, right? And security purpose, security means what? Suppose if it damages means the amount what we are spending will become waste. So in these areas we prefer mercury. That is the only reason. And mercury itself has some special properties. That is what it is shiny. So it is easy to identify with our naked eye. And at the same time, mercury doesn't stick to the walls of the container. That is also one of the advantages. There we are saving economy because we don't want to waste, right? There is no more wastage. Right. Now we are going to discuss another type of that is what device which is used to pressure. See here. Just now I told you 1 torr is equal to 133 Pascal and 1 bar is equal to 10 to the power of 5 Pascal. Okay. 1 torr is equal to 133 Pascal and 1 bar is equal to 10 to the power of 5 Pascal. Okay. The mm of Hg and torr are used in medicine and physiology. In meteorology generally we used bar and millibar. Anyhow, if you know the conversion from one unit to another unit, it is easy to remember or it is easy to convert. Now, an open tube manometer, this is what open tube manometer. An open tube manometer is a useful instrument. Is a useful instrument for measuring pressure differences. For measuring pressure differences, right? It consists of a U-tube containing a suitable liquid. See here, containing, this is what U-shaped tube which contains low density liquid such as oil. So which we are using for measuring small pressure differences and a high density liquid for large pressure differences. So regarding the small pressure differences, we are using a liquid of low density. Just now I told you know what is the density difference between the water and mercury. So water is 1000 kg per meter cube and mercury is 13,600 kg per meter cubed. So it depends upon the pressure what we are going to measure. Suppose if there is a chance to measure high pressure or high pressure difference, right? So pressure means obviously pressure difference only, no? That is the reason. So between 2 points or one particular point. Suppose for example, if you see the previous example 10.2, there what is the pressure on the surface of a lake and what is the pressure on the 10 meters below the surface of a lake. In between these 2 points, if we are going to measure the pressure, that we can call it as pressure difference. Pressure difference is also a pressure only, no? Just it is like P2 minus P1 or PA minus PB, whatever the name of the points, right? Now, I can also say that the use of this tube, right? So this is open to the atmosphere. Here you can see it is open to the atmosphere, and this is the height. So here the level is same. Here the level is same. This we are calling it as U-shaped tube. U-shaped tube. Okay, right. And one more very important thing is here. This is connected to the atmosphere, no? Because it is open to the atmosphere. It is open to the atmosphere. So you can say that one end of the tube is open to the atmosphere and the other end is connected to the system whose pressure we want to measure. The pressure P at A, the pressure P at A will be like PA is equal to the pressure at B. So here in all the cases, either in case of this barometer and in case of this barometer, this manometer, so whatever it may be the situation, we are going to take the pressure is same at equal levels, In our previous class, at the ending of the class, we have seen different vessels with a different size, right? There we experienced, even though the quantity of water will be different, at the same level of fluid, the pressure is equal. That is the point we are utilizing in case of this barometer and in case of this manometer also. You know, I repeated 2 times, in case of here and in case of here, the same point. That point is the pressure, the magnitude, the pressure is equal at the same level in case of a fluid. That is, okay. The pressure P at A is equal to pressure P at B. What we normally measure this is called the gauge pressure, right? Which is called as gauge pressure, which is given by P minus PS, right? P minus PS. Suppose if the point is A, PA, that is what usual notation, which is proportional to the manometer height. P minus PA is directly proportional to height. That is what pressure difference is directly proportional to the height of the fluid column. Pressure difference is directly proportional to the density of the fluid column. Pressure difference is directly proportional to the acceleration due to at a given point. These are the 3 important factors which affects the pressure difference. Okay. Out of these three important points, one more point is, okay, one more information is mostly height, because it is variable, no? You just compare these 3. What is that? Height of the fluid column, density of the fluid column, and acceleration due to gravity. So from the gravitation chapter, acceleration due to gravity changes from place to place, okay, but at one particular place it will not change. So we need not to consider as much as serious. But when compared to the acceleration due to gravity, density is somewhat serious, because density is very important factor, no? You know, height of the tube what we are using in case of barometer, in case of manometer, depends upon the density. Even you can replace this mercury with water, but what is the problem which comes? The height of the tube will going to increase. Then while measuring, while carrying, the problem comes, right? So which is not comfortable to us. That is the reason we are using mercury. And when you compare the density of water to the density of mercury, it will be very high. And mercury itself has some special properties. Just now I told you, it is a shiny liquid and it doesn't stick to the walls of the container. So because of these advantages, because of this that is what situation, we are replacing water with mercury. Even you can take alcohol also. Whatever it may be the fluid you want, you can use in case of barometer and in case of manometer. But the problem is, we have to see the cost point of view and we have to see the comfortable point of view while measuring, right, etc. Right, next point. See here, pressure is same at the same level. I told you, no. See these 2 points, ma. Pressure is same at these 2 points. and in this U-tube containing fluid. For liquids, the density varies very little over wide ranges in pressure and temperature, and we can treat it safely as a constant for our present purposes. Okay. If the thing is very small, for example, in case of barometer, this is very small. So that's why we are neglecting the effect of this vacuum space in case of barometer while measuring the pressure difference at a given point. Right. Gases, on the other hand, exhibits large variations of densities with changes in pressure and temperature. Okay. Right. Unlike gases, liquids and therefore largely treated as incompressible. So when compared to the gases, you can say that liquids are incompressible. Gases are highly compressible, no? That is, when compared to the liquids, solid is like a rigid body, no? Right. Our discussion is not solid because it is the chapter mechanical properties of fluids. Our concentration, our interest, our discussion is mostly on liquids and gases. But he is saying, right? He is saying. So in this class, we discussed one example problem, that is example 10.2. Then we came to discuss atmospheric pressure and gauge pressure. So in this example problem, we calculated the pressure below the surface of lake, that is at 10 meters deep, 10 meters depth. So we got it as 2 atmosphere. And one more point we have to keep in mind, that is what on the surface of the lake, which is 1 atmosphere, but at a depth of 10 meters, which will become as 2 atmosphere. So it increased 100%, right? So it increased 100%, that is. So after completion of that, we came to discuss the theory topic, that is atmospheric pressure and gauge pressure. These two definitions, atmospheric pressure and what is atmospheric pressure and what is gauge pressure, already we discussed. But in this class, the important thing we discussed is measuring of pressure, measuring of atmospheric pressure, measuring of pressure at a particular point, and we discussed 2 things. One is barometer, another one is manometer. Okay. So this is what Torricelli barometer. Even we got in lower classes also. After completion of this is the manometer, and in these 2 places commonly I told you one point, that is at the same level of fluid, right, the pressure will be same, and the atmospheric pressure at sea level is 1.013 into 10 to the power of 5 Pascal. Meanwhile, while discussing this information, we got different units, that is what one torr is equal to 133 Pascal, and one bar, that is equal to 10 to the power of 5 Pascal. Okay, right. This is about the information, and in our next class we are going to continue with next continuation topic, that is first one example problem, that is example 10.3 and example 10.4. Afterwards we are going to discuss one of the very important application, very important application regarding the Pascal's law, right, that is hydraulic missions. That's what we are using in our day-to-day life. Okay, right. Thank you.